Whiskey Fancies. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
We have Riverset Rye.
Okay.
This is a single barrel, unfiltered. It's crafted in Memphis. It is a 5-year-old rye coming in at 118.7.
Okay.
Oh, it's bottle number 100.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know, I like that even number.
I know, we always have
That's
some
fun.
random
Yay.
one. Yeah. Now, Riverset, we've been wanting to try, but they have a regular expression where it's the same label, but it's in red.
Oh, yeah.
We just haven't tried it, so why not go full force into the cast strength, right?
As we do.
As you do.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that when we were trying to figure out where this is coming from, we thought it was MGP at first.
Yeah, but we found out
It's just distilled in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Who distills in Tennessee that's rye?
I have no idea. Maybe one?
I can't think of anything that would have 5-year-old rye.
The only thing possible? Jack Daniels?
Dickel doesn't. They source.
They
from
source
MGP.
from MGP. So
I don't know about Uncle Nearness having. If they do, it wouldn't be 5 years, right? I mean,
I don't know if they're that old.
don't. Chattanooga's not that old. Who distills in Tennessee that would have a 5-year
Chattanooga
rye?
doesn't smell like this.
Oh,
But it's
No.
hard to say because Chattanooga does high malt in almost everything they do.
true,
It's very fruity.
and it's very familiar. Jack Daniel's rye does have is very fruit forward.
And a little spicy.
Am I trying to make it Jack Daniel's now?
Possible.
I could be.
Power suggestion
Because it would be like a mini baby version of the Jack Daniel's barrel proof
that we couldn't get.
that we couldn't get. But the sample was amazing.
The sample was
It
amazing.
was amazing.
Do you know of a Tennessee distiller making rye?
That's 5 years.
5 years old.
Let us know.
Put it in the comments. Help us out.
I can't think of anything because I genuinely thought it was MGP and it's
Yeah,
straight out says distilled in Tennessee.
when we got the bottle after we ordered it, we're like, oh, this is from Tennessee, but I don't understand who it could be.
Yeah. And
Well, it's a mystery. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go in because it smells really fruity. It smells like an orchard with
Oh.
spices.
this has got something very familiar. Right?
It's making my tongue tingle.
Mm-hmm.
It has a little hint of
It's got honey in it. though.
herbalness in the middle. I got dill for a half a second. That went through kind of a minty phase. You can taste that? It's a herbally mint, but it's not overpowering, and it quickly fades into like the honey
Yeah.
finish. You have a little.
I am
It's not as
stumped.
spicy as I thought.
No. Okay. You know how I'm gonna go down this Jack Daniel's just vein.
Mm.
When you get the barrel proof of the bourbon, how it's always got this honey that carries throughout. I feel like this has that honey that carries throughout.
know
in
what else?
rye.
You know what else the barrel proof bourbon has that this has a little bit?
What?
That weird dryness on the back.
It does.
Interesting.
It does. Almost like a wine drawing.
Yeah. And when I first had
This
a
is-
Jack Daniel barrel proof, it was like one of our highest proof bourbons. That drying sensation was so unpleasant to me, but then I kind of acclimated to it. But it has a little.
It almost
That's
has a
weird.
sweetness to it that it's
It's not spicy.
I wonder what the mash bill is like.
I don't know.
It has to have some kind of corn in it, right? Because
It's not 100% rye. That's
No,
for
I
sure.
know
it's
that,
not a
but-
95.5.
This has a
Doesn't
sweetness
taste like
that
it.
only in a corn mash bill would carry through.
I think so.
That sweetness of like it's got a slight caramely with it honey where it right. I don't get any bananas, but that's off of bourbon for Jack Daniels. I'm having a hard time, but see, my mind now is wanting to make it a Jack Daniels because then I'm like, I just got a $40
Well,
barrel
don't do
proof
that.
Jack Daniels.
Well, don't do that.
No,
How about just pull out flavors and see if you like those flavors?
I really love these flavors. It's got a sweetness with the honey that I'm like a caramel, like a burnt caramel.
Yeah, it finishes more honey,
It does.
thick honey on the back palate. to
The
me.
spice is more on the front to mid, and then it kind of
I get a little
goes
bit
to
of-
the sweetness.
It finishes with sweet, but it still leaves a little peppery
Oh, yeah.
tingle on my tongue. The first sip, I got a little bit of dill
How
and a
is
little.
this? Yeah, 59.35. Okay. the front palate.
The
has
first sip,
the heat.
the first sip
Yeah.
I got had a little bit of dill and a little bit of mint, but as you drink it, those flavors don't show up. But they showed up just like really fast
This
and
is
went away.
good. This is good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if she was listening.
I was.
The dill and the herbalness that and the mint that showed up in the first sip was just a quick spike. But as you
Yeah.
keep drinking it, it doesn't show up
The
anymore.
mint to me is not. I hate mint in ryes. It's the sweetness overtakes it. It's almost like a very subtle sweet spearmint.
Or a sweet mint tea.
Something.
Yeah.
So where it's not sticking out to me that all the other flavors are overriding it to me, that it's just stuck kind of in the background.
It is so subtle that the
Yeah.
more you drink it, it
Yeah.
gets covered up.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel.
And for someone who doesn't like mint,
Look, like,
it's not being
that's
pronounced
good.
to me at all. So
It definitely doesn't go full blown.
I'm getting a little bit of the earthiness, but not full blown. It's
What do you mean earthiness? Is that herbal?
herbal,
Like plant stuff?
you know,
or
just
what?
like the herbalness that I said earthy, but that was wrong. The
I had
herbalness in just a traditional rye, but I think the sweetness, it kind of mingles it and it puts it in the background to me. I'm liking it because
This
it's
is
putting
one of
what I
those-
don't like in a rye in the background so it doesn't stick out.
This is one of those ryes that dances nicely between spicy and fruity.
Oh, that's a nice, it dances.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a horrible dancer, so maybe this will help me. If you drink enough, it will.
Yeah, you'll think you can dance
Yeah.
and sing.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys ever had
I
Riverset?
like it.
We're liking what we're doing based off this bottle. This is pretty good. I don't know. I'm not really sure what else it could be besides Jack Daniels, but we're definitely not an expert. If you have any other ideas, please just give us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And while you're down there, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you like what we're doing so you can join us in our next video. I really fancy this whiskey.
Me too.
Perfect.
Well,
Well, cheers.